Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Folge 35 von Trails in the Sky. Oh Gott, bei diesem treibenden Soundtrack kann man ja schon mal den Text vergessen. Ja, wir sind mitten im Endgame von Kapitel 5. Also es kann sein, dass wir diese Folge fertig werden, kann auch sein, dass es das nächste ist. Wir werden es sehen auf jeden Fall. Ich will gar nicht mehr lang um heißen Brei rumreden. Wir sind ja hier mitten in der alten Mine hinter Ravenue und müssen eigentlich nichts weniger als einen Drachen erlegen. Also easy. Gut, wir latschen hier durch. Ich meine, im Osten dieser Höhle wäre nichts gewesen. Ja, hier ist tatsächlich nichts. Das heißt, hier könnte doch eine Truhe sein. Ja, Tatsache ist, ne? Sehr schön. An empty treasure chest, full of promise yet devoid of payoff. A perfect metaphor for me. Ja, das tut mir sehr leid, aber da muss er jetzt durch. Kleiner Augenblick. Mal kurz in die Flasche gucken, wie spät es ist. Es ist Zeit, um Drachen zu vermöbeln. Konnte ich auch nur. Jetzt bin ich mir allerdings nicht mehr ganz sicher, wo wir hingehen müssen und wo nicht. Ich weiß nur noch, dass das hier relativ linear war. Ganz am Anfang, als ich das erste Mal diesen Dungeon gemacht habe, bin ich nicht in den Osten gegangen. Habe die ganze Zeit gedacht, ich hätte mega viel verpasst. Das war der Weg, in den es ursprünglich mal hier reinging, meine ich. What the? Estelle, what's wrong? This way should lead right into the mining pit. Why is it blocked off by rocks? Perhaps the dragon did something that caused the passage to cave in? Okay, then I'll use my cannon stand, but... Tita, no. An explosion will just cave it in further. But... Tita, I know how you feel, but stay calm, okay? Let's see if we can find another way around. Okay, ich hatte gerade mega Schiss, dass man jetzt hier ein Story-Event ausgelöst hat. Ich wollte gerade sagen, das ist nämlich der alte Weg. Da sind wir im Vorgänger in Trails in the Sky FC, wenn man so will. Also First Chapter. Da sind wir durchgegangen. Und ich wollte gerade sagen, jetzt nicht, aber jetzt habe ich einen kleinen Herzinfarkt bekommen. Heieiei. Diese Brücke ist allerdings neu. Huh? This bridge was broken the last time we came here, ne? Wie ich sagte. I believe I remember hearing that the army repaired it after the bandit incident. Okay. Finde ich aber auch schön, auch hier wieder altbekannter Ort, wo wir jetzt erstmals an den Weg gehen können, den wir vorher noch nie betreten haben. Es fühlt sich irgendwie dadurch dann doch ein bisschen neu an, auch wenn natürlich jetzt hier optisch noch nicht so viel passiert. Da hat mein Auge doch eine Truhe erblickt. EP-Charge. Was haben wir? Nothing in here. Good. We don't want people refilling these while we're not looking. Frech, aber okay. Ist akzeptiert. Ja, aber das Ding ist halt, das erweitert die Welt sehr schön. Auf der anderen Seite ist es hier noch nicht so grafisch beeindruckend wie später in anderen Spielen sind. Trails from Zero zum Beispiel. Aber auch die Trails from Cold Steel. Nee, Trails of Cold Steel. 2 Truhen. Row, also ein Köder. Must we go through this again? Nein, natürlich nicht. Sorry. Material Bomb. Was haben wir? You rest your head atop the empty chest. You rapidly withdraw as you hear what sounds like a heartbeat. Okay, tschüss. Gar keinen Bock drauf. So, das ging im Kreis. Hier ging es nur geradeaus weiter. Ich gehe mal erstmal nach oben, weil eigentlich müsste ja unter uns gleich schon nee, siehst du, alles gut. Die große Lichtung, wo auch das Luftschiff im letzten Spiel war. 100 Victory Stake. They all look the same to you now, every one of them, so helpless, so vulnerable. A mere target for you and your insatiable hunger. Ja, sorry. Kann ich nicht ändern. Aber das dürfte doch jetzt nach draußen führen? Ja, tut es. Sehr schön. Rar. Bam. Damn you. Careless. As the raw mercy I can offer you, I'll end this quickly. Huh? Haja. Und das Schwert ist putteput. Gu. Punkt. Ja, das ist wohl nie ganz so gut gelaufen. Now then, it's almost time. I should alter the Gospel's control style while I still have a moment. Just a damn second. I'm not done yet. It's not over yet. Yep, that's Agate. Tita. Erstmal schon den emotionalen Moment kaputt machen, es tut mir leid. You still cling to that broken lump of iron. As you wish, you shall die as broken as your blade. No! Short stuff, the hell are you doing? I was worried about you, Agate, so I came here with Estelle and Tita. You, stop them. Frech? Einfach einen Drachen zu missbrauchen, hat man ja jetzt nicht so viele Chancen. Oi, oi, oi. Das war ein fetter Rülpser. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse. Please. Stay away, please. You idiot. You think police will work on him? Just run already. The granddaughter of Zay's Professor Russell, Tita Russell. I'd heard you were a child genius, but no genius would ever behave so recklessly. Truth, I'm not fond of harming women or children. Still, I'll do what I must. Now, be a good girl and move. You son of a bitch. I won't move. I won't. Agate's always saving me, so I have to help him back. I have to. Schöne Animation, ne? No, that's not it. Not just it. He's blonde and he always looks annoyed. He always treats me like a kid and calls me things like short stuff, but he's really very nice and he's always watching out for me. He means so much to me. I love him. I love him. I love him. So I won't move no matter what. Tita. Huh, you're a very brave little girl. Though I can hardly believe you care that much for such a blockhead. Seems you aren't the only ones who wish to challenge me, so I'll take my leave for now. Huh? Drache, oh Drache. Main guns and ports at all hands prepared to take the field immediately upon landing. Yes, sir. Gott, so schnell kommen wir gar nicht hinterher. General Morgan ist gekommen, um den Tag endlich mal zu retten und nicht uns dauernd anzupinkeln. Dafür, dass er Bracer so hasst. They finally show their faces. Now we can begin the final experiment. Wait, you. Don't forget Agate Krosner. So long as you continue to delude yourself, you won't amount to anything. Nor can you protect anything you deem important. Wait. Now look, I stood here and listened to you run your mouth for what felt like forever. I am so not letting you get away after all that. Estelle Bright, you too should take this to heart. Huh? Once this experiment ends, our plan will enter its next stage. If you fail to keep your wits about you, I guarantee you will come to regret it. Ich kann auch schon mal so viel sagen, bei diesen Experimenten wird es natürlich darauf hinauslaufen, dass wir nochmal alle Bereiche mehr oder weniger erkunden können. Aber es wird natürlich ein bisschen schneller sein. Übrigens, schaut mal, warte mal, kann ich die Maus hier haben? Ne, kann ich gerade nicht. Links oben in der Ecke wie man sieht, wo das Level schwarz endet da, weil der Rauch durchgeht. Naja, auf jeden Fall, das wird darauf hinauslaufen, dass wir nochmal komplett durch Liebe wandern, aber es wird deutlich schneller sein, weil wir bestimmte Ziele haben, nicht mehr so viel erkunden müssen, weil wir alles schon gesehen haben. Plus, nee, das war's. Ehrlich war's das. Hey, wait, what's that supposed to... Curse you, dragon, you will not flee. All hands fire, fire, bring it down. Ja, ich glaube, gegen einen Drachen nicht so gut. As if your cannons can do anything against a legend. Ja, let us go, Ragnar, the Ancient. Achso, ich dachte, er meint sich selber. Fände ich aber ganz geckig, wenn er das so täte. Tut aber nicht. Naja. Ja, komm, flieg weg. Tschüss. Ich mag dieses Bild, weil es endlich mal die Weite der Welt so richtig schön einfängt. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr das nachvollziehen könnt, aber so ein Shot von unten, wenn man die ganze Zeit eine quasi isometrische Perspektive hat, ist sehr wirkungsvoll tatsächlich. Wait, why aren't we chasing him? What are you doing? Does this have something to do with your stupid bracer grudge? Not in the slightest. That monster wasn't even scratched by rounds from a combat vessel. What do you intend to do that cannons cannot? Well, General, Even to you, your highness, I shall not yield this point. Courage and recklessness are different things. Your highness, I'm sure you saw the damage to Bowser and Ravenue. This has, in essence, become a war. War? Yes, you're right. Leave the bread to the bakers, Miss Bright. If this is a war, the professionals will handle it. And if you want my advice, you're better off searching for Ouroboros' center of command. But you're kidding. Ja, da hört Agate gar nicht gern. Agate. Take it easy, okay? I just finished patching you up. You're the heavy blade Agate, yes? Cassius tells me you're quite an active young bracer. Don't care what the old man said. General, listen. Leave the bread to the bakers? War to the professionals? You're seriously saying that? Of course I'm serious. Unlike bracers who exist only to protect private citizens, we must protect the country as a whole. We must protect Liebel's soil and those who live upon it. The army is the only instrument that can protect Liebel's soil and those who live upon it, huh? Don't make me laugh. Agate, calm down, please. Ja, werde mal ein bisschen angepisst. You're always too late. You idiots move like slugs. You just worry about keeping everyone in step. You can't do shit without orders. You can't even protect the things you say you will. You can't do it now, and you didn't do it 10 years ago. Are you? I wonder. Who the hell could leave it to you? This time, gotta protect Misha myself. Bam. Ja, ich glaube, der hält einen kleinen Groll gegenüber der Armee und ich kann euch sagen, zu Recht. Es ist aber auch, es ist so abgefuckt und das macht es halt so spannend, weil es ein sehr politisches Thema ist, was dieser Krieg war, was er ausgelöst hat und wie wichtig der noch in Zukunft wird. Das ist so gut gemacht. Zu 90%, es gibt noch einen kleinen Teil daran, den ich ein bisschen dämlich finde, aber das ist nicht schlimm. Is he okay? He doesn't seem to have reopened his wounds. He's simply exhausted, physically and mentally. Oh God, he was making an even bigger fuss than usual. For now, he needs rest. He needs rest in his own bed. Genau. His home is in Ravenue. My ship can take him that far at least. Ah, thank you. Wait a minute. How do you know Agate's house is in Ravenue? I remember that I met him once before. The little boy from that day has grown quite a bit. What day? It was immediately after the 100 Days War. The day the memorial to his sister and the other villagers was erected. What? Ja, die ist nämlich leider in diesem Krieg gestorben. Das ist nicht so schön. Und das ist das Coole, dass halt gerade hier im Second Chapter halt die Charaktere, die im ersten Spiel gepflanzt wurden, jetzt geerntet werden. Also man kriegt plötzlich alles so an Aufbau, was im ersten Spiel war. Das wird jetzt alles par excellence auf die Spitze getrieben. Wir lernen jetzt nämlich die Hintergründe von allen kennen und das ist, also jeder Charakter wird nochmal tiefer, es wird interessanter. Jeder hat so seine eigenen Konflikte, auch wenn die mal in den Hintergrund treten. Gerade bestes Beispiel Chloe, die halt mit ihrer Rolle total hadert. Dann Estelle muss weiter wachsen, She-Ra trifft, also alle haben ihre eigenen Probleme plötzlich, die sie kämpfen müssen und man lernt über ihre Hintergründe. Das ist so gut, wie die vertieft werden. Natürlich alles mit dem Hauptplot zusammen. Das macht halt den zweiten Teil so gut, obwohl es im Grunde genommen das gleiche Spiel ist, aber die Geschichte und die Charakterzeichnung, das macht es halt so gut. I see, what a mess. Miss Bright, General, Sir, I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble. No, in the end we couldn't stop the dragon's rampage. I'm sorry we weren't of much help, really. You've no reason to disparage yourself, Miss Bright. Even with the dragon still on the loose, you have proven indispensable in the aid you have given others. You successfully evacuated the market, and Mr. Croston's firefighting efforts were marvelous. Only you bracers could have responded so quickly. I have to admit, General, it feels a little strange to hear you say that. But about Agate, is it true that during the war his little sister was It is, yes. Liebel's forces and the Imperial army were fighting on the village's outskirts. During the battle, some Erebonian incendiary rounds hit the the village. Ultimately, some of those homes were burned and some of our villagers lost their lives. One of them was Misha Krosner. To be honest, I'd heard a little bit about this. Agate never seemed remotely interested in talking about it though, so I never brought it up. Now I understand. In a way, the Royal Army is culpable for that entire incident. The defensive line we established to protect the village ended up doing little more than drawing the fighting into it. The end result was large portions of the village being laid waste. Oh, and the order to establish the defensive line came from my desk. You can very easily say that the blood of those people is on my hands. General, sir, please, you don't need to blame yourself. Ja, wobei, doch schon. The Royal Army was doing their duty, that's all. The whole thing was just a tragedy built on several coincidences colliding. Auch das stimmt, aber das stimmt ja mit dem, was der General gesagt hat, überein. Es ist ja einer dieser Gründe. No, Ryzen, you needn't make excuses for me. Those sort of justifications hold no meaning for those who lost family. Those like the red-haired young man. Well, after the battle I attended the funeral for the villagers dead as a representative of the army. I still clearly remember the eyes of one particular red-haired young man in attendance. Bottomless sadness twisted by rage, eyes such as I have never seen before or since. And I was the one responsible for giving him such eyes. No, that isn't true. Agate never blamed the Erebonians or the Royal Army or even you, General. The person he blamed was himself. Huh? What do you mean? All I know is what I observed, but Agate always seemed to blame himself in some way for Misha's death. Wasn't even remotely true, of course, but he convinced himself it was. And then after practically torturing himself over what happened, he left the village. He wanted to search for an answer, to find a way to make it up to Misha. I always thought his time as a street thug in Ruin was because of that. Because he never found his answer. Und das finde ich nämlich so schön. Wir haben ja immer gesagt, so, ja, der hat in Ruin bei diesen Straßenschlägern eine Zeit lang verbracht, bevor er Bracer geworden ist. Und ich finde es so schön, dass das auch einen Grund hat, warum das so ist. Es ist so durchdacht einfach. Es ist so durchdacht und wir sind erst beim zweiten Spiel. Gott bewahre, wann wir überhaupt mal weiterkommen. Aber daran merkt man einfach, was da alles drinsteckt, ne? He did eventually get his head screwed back on and began walking the path of a bracer, but I don't think he ever truly found the answer he sought. He's still trapped by that same sadness, that same anger at himself. How terrible. Hey General, are you sure you won't let us bracers help against the dragon? What? We definitely have some strong points the army doesn't. We're smaller so we can respond faster, we're closer to the civilian population. It's a bit easier for us to get to places where the army has trouble getting to too. I know we could help if you'd let us. But now that I've heard all this, I think Agate became a bracer because he thought there was a potential in those abilities. The potential to find a way to make peace with his sister. Yeah, I think I can understand now why Agate became a bracer when Dad invited him. Dad became a bracer when he lost Mom after all. So to prove the potential of bracers, and more than anything to help the people in need around me, I want to do everything I possibly can. So please, let us help you. Und auch hieran, man merkt einfach, wie Estelle gewachsen ist. Sie hätte sonst einfach nur versucht, auf Teufel komm raus, mit vollem Optimismus in die Welt zu strahlen. Und jetzt, wo sie es erstmal so wirklich auch Schmerz kennengelernt hat, versucht sie das vernünftig einzuordnen. Und ja, sie ist immer noch sehr jung und ja, diese Entwicklung ist vielleicht ein bisschen sehr früh, aber hey, es ist eine andere Welt, es ist ein Spiel, ist immer noch für mich plausibel. Estelle, nicely said. Die sind sowieso alle viel zu jung für die Fähigkeiten, die sie haben, das ist einfach viel zu krass. Also auch Shira soll ja irgendwie Anfang 20 oder sowas sein, völlig beballert, aber egal. I wonder, had bracers been in Bose 10 years ago, could it all have been... Und ja, und auch das wieder, was ich in der letzten Folge schon gesagt habe, dass Bracer einen Grund haben, warum sie so viel in Liebe sind seit diesem Krieg und das ausgebaut haben. So gut. Huh? It's nothing. Cassius is swamped with other duties, so we'll be taking command of army operations against the dragon. I need to head back to the Gate and hold council over our next moves. I will take your suggestion under advisement. So then, do not be hasty. I merely said I would take it under advisement. I will contact your guildhouse tonight with the results of our deliberations. That is all I can promise. Right, we understand. We'll be on pins and needles for the response, General. I must pardon myself here then. Ryzen, my thanks for your hospitality. No, please come by anytime. Ja, tschüss. Okay, we'd better get back to Bose. Agate should probably stay here, huh? He's going to need at least a few days to recover from his wounds. We should let him sleep for now. Yeah, good idea. Let's check on him before we go and fill in Tito with what's going on. What's going on? Elder Ryzen, I know now is not the best time to ask, but please take care of Agate for us. You don't need to worry, he's part of our family here. Besides, compared to 10 years ago, a dragon is nothing. We should be thanking the goddess no one's died yet. Das ist traurig. Okay, also wir müssen jetzt als erstes einmal zu Agate, dem kleinen Schalawiner. Wo war denn sein Haus nochmal? Ist das hier sein Haus? Ja, das war ein guter Guess, beziehungsweise so eine halbe Erinnerung. Ihr kennt das ja, wenn man länger was nicht gespielt hat, man erinnert sich so ein bisschen dran, aber nicht hundertprozentig, so gerade bei längeren Sachen. Estelle. Hi, Tita. How's Agate doing? He's still asleep, but his face looks a lot better, so I think he'll be okay so long as he gets a lot of rest. I see. So, this is Agate's house, huh? It's small, but it feels so warm. He has every genau, das ist ja die Maßeinheit. Every rege exudes warmth. This is where he lived with his sister then. Hey! This photograph. Und jetzt sehen wir sie auch mal. Da ist sie, Misha, seine kleine Schwester. This looks like a picture of when Agate was a kid. That means this girl must be... Yes, I think it's Misha. Oh my goodness. She might just be the most adorable girl to have ever lived. It looks like she and Agate were very close. I think so too. Agate and Misha look really happy after all. Yeah, they really do. Agate looks about 14 in this, so Misha would be, what, 12? Agate's got this sort of face that just screams, I'm the world's biggest prankster. I bet he was an interesting kid. Still though, why did Agate keep quiet about his sister? He kept talking about as if she was alive. Yeah, but if you think about it, Agate never said Misha was alive. He said he comes back to visit, and I bet he meant he visits her grave. Now that you mention it, yeah. He still should have known we had the wrong idea about it, though. Why wouldn't he correct us? I don't know, but Agate said once work calmed down a bit, he'd introduce us all. I think he was going to tell us then. That's right, I bet that's it. Well, we can ask him later what he intended, but... Tita, we need to head back to Bose Guildhouse soon, but what is it? Genau, und jetzt erklären wir wieder alles. Oh, I see. Estelle? You don't need to say anything, Tita. You're gonna say you want to stay behind to take care of Agate, right? Muhaha. Underestimate me at your own peril, my little Tita. I can read the inside of your mind like a picture book. It's a big sister thing. Aw. We've got to, the rest handled, Tita. Tita, you can focus on helping Agate heal, alright? We understand. Estelle, everyone, thank you so much. Aw, you don't need to thank us. There's only one thing I'll ask you to do. When Agate wakes up, tell him what we just told you, okay? You mean the stuff about the braces and army working together? Yeah, also I want you to stop Agate from trying anything reckless, physically, if necessary. You're not to let him out of this bed until he's fully healed, got it? Yeah, I'll do my best. Estelle, everyone, be careful, okay? Ja, na gut. Dann, ab nach Bose, das war's. Also dieser Part hier ist vorbei. Jetzt passiert, glaube ich, auch nicht mehr viel. Wie gesagt, man kann natürlich jetzt noch mit allen Leuten quatschen, sich die ganzen Nebengeschichten reinziehen. Das ist aber etwas, was so viel Zeit kosten würde. Da bräuchten wir quasi immer eine gesamte Folge für, um nochmal mit allen zu quatschen. So let's see. I've told the story to Tita. Is there anything else we need to do? Ich glaube nicht, ne? Return to the city of Bose. Right then, let's get back to Bose before the sun sets. Good idea. We'll probably hear back from the general tonight, so we'd better hurry back to the guild house. Ja. Es ist immer noch alles putt. Wir kürzen das Ganze mal ab, ne? Schnellmodus sei Dank, ich liebe ihn. Schöner Kameraschwenk aber insgesamt. Auch nochmal so, um uns daran zu erinnern, was passiert ist, was auf dem Spiel steht, was alles passieren kann, wenn wir es nicht stoppen und dann back to the action. Sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, to think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all of the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Back, huh? It was 10 years ago. Practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's house. What? Why? You mean to your house, Mabel? Yes, he barged in with murder in his eyes and came face to face with my father, the mayor, at that time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region, he demanded to know why he had abandoned revenue. Oh, I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with fathers for seemingly no reason, so I leaped out and slapped him. Oh man, can see why he doesn't like remembering that at least. Yes, though ultimately father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He even raised his fist to strike father, but then he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes, it's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think Agate's sister died in the war, I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility too for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Mayor Mabel. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll be up and surely again in 2, maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for small mercies at least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. Yes. That reminds me, Mabel, how is Lila doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh, how despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Lila are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I tell Lila you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were to truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises, but just between you, me and the desk, we'll make it work. Und da kommt doch schon der Anruf. This is the Bracer Guild, Bose Branch. Oh, General, sir, we've been waiting. And here we go. Now to see just how well Morgan can set aside his pride. Oh, so that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 AM sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. Okay. So what's the word, Lugrin? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They say they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Whoa. Taking the battle to our foe in his element then. And with the elite of the Liberian army, military, well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at the dragon. And it might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. At least some light at the end of the tunnel. Mabel? Mayor Mabel, are you alright? Mayor Mabel ist auch immer noch schön. Yeah, it was nothing. You look dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mayor. You must be exhausted. But I know what Estelle just said, Mayor, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really. I'm hardly straining myself. During the 100 Days War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mayor Mabel. Oh, Mabel. Estelle, everyone, please take care of things. Please, dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Revenue. Yeah, leave it to us. Ihr merkt schon, sehr... Hey, Agate. Agate, come on. Sehr story-intensive Folge. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I've got a present that I'm sure will make you super duper happy. Something I like, huh? You're gonna make something tasty for me? What? No, why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and that I'll treasure? Hey, maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, handmade by yours truly. It's not done yet though. Whoa, hey. An accessory? Like, what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know? Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Hey, come on, knock it off. Do you really not want it? You're always taking care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's really not something you'd like, just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? Don't worry, it's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate, I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Yeah, I get it. You've got me all curious now, so just make it good, okay? I will. Hey, Agate, what is it, Misha? I just want to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. Ja, it's traurig. What? A dream, huh? This should be good. Misha? Agate? Oh, thank Adius you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no... Yeah, total. Ist total fit. No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Hey, come on. Stuff like this ain't a big deal. They'll heal fine even if you ignore them. No! I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. Hey. No. I get it already. Sheesh, getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. A promise with Morgan? Ah, I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now in that case. Well, hell, I can't just stay here is what I want to say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late tonight. We'll get out to Boza tomorrow morning. But look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. I can't keep putting you in danger either. Oh. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate, I guess you do look a lot better though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. That's good. Jetzt fängt sie an zu weinen. What's wrong? I said I'm okay, really. I swear to the goddess I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved, it's just so... Okay, jetzt weint sie. Tita ist am Weinen. Come on, short stuff, calm down, I get it. Und Patsche. I'm sorry, Tita, I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight. I had no chance of winning. Then, on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yeah, you dummy. I was so worried and I saw you get hurt and... Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. So nämlich, bist du auch. Und sehen wir auch nochmal was. Es ist ja passiert Schlag auf Schlag hier, Leute. Feel a bit calmer now? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cry like that. You sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? That whole thing that sends shivers down my spine. Sends shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Naja. Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. Oh, that's what smells so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why is the kitchen... Huh? Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks like just like it did back then. And there's something like this too. I'm amazed it survived. Huh? Alright, I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. You mean one of those incendiary shells? Ich weiß gar nicht, was das heißt, aber ich glaube irgendwie Abwehrhüllen oder ich weiß auch nicht. From the Imperials, also irgendein Geschoss halt. From the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks given how much they did. So then, that's when Misha... secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she thought looked good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. That's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty badly, let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had the present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. They ain't even septium, ain't even valuable, just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the numbers of times I've thought, all for this? It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with, even when I became a raven down in ruin. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? No, not at all. No, it's pretty damn pathetic. As long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself, my anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. That's exactly like that bastard said. No, it's worth, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most, a goddamn loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt, but I think I need to say something in Misha's place. Huh? Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself. What? Huh? I know I might be not measure up to Misha, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so it makes me so sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry, despite not really understanding what you meant. And... oh man, busting out the lectures sounding exactly like Misha. You are acting grown-up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I just was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Huh? Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. Agate? There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held onto this thing for so long. Aber wer richtig emotionalen Moment hier noch mitbekommen, ist ja unglaublich. Unglaublich schön. Guck, der wird auch schon fleißig repariert. Finde ich ein schönes Detail, dass die Arbeiter tatsächlich schon auf dem Dach sind. Es sind auch so ein paar Sachen schon zum Bauen drauf. Da liegen neue Dachziegel. Schöne Sache. So. So the market's already being repaired? That's wonderful. They certainly go to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yes, Mayor Mabel's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to revenue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best even through their fear. I've heard word from Gronsel as well, as Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen, awesome. I can think of certain lords and ministers over Erebonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do then. So we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right? Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 AM at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies. Right. Won't that be a little difficult with the market in the state it's in? The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there. Nothing like persistence. Would be wise. Ja, bla bla bla. Komm, ist okay. Ach, schau mal an, jetzt haben wir alle dabei. Gibt es eigentlich noch eine neue Nebenmission? Nein, gibt's nicht. Ich würde nämlich sagen, das machen wir mal schön nicht. Da ist der International Port. Und entweder in der nächsten, spätestens in der übernächsten Folge werden wir schon das Finale von Kapitel 5 erleben. Und das soll es für diesmal gewesen sein. Ist ja auch wirklich wahnsinnig viel passiert. Wir haben den Drachen vertrieben, wir haben Agates komplette Hintergründe kennengelernt und ein bisschen geballert haben wir am Anfang auch noch. Also ich würde mal sagen, mehr geht auch gar nicht. Also natürlich, mehr geht immer, aber in der nächsten Folge geht es dann richtig zur Sache. Wir werden den Drachen jagen. Ich weiß noch nicht, ob wir es dann auch zu Ende bringen können. Ist ja auch immer so ein bisschen textintensiver dann. Das kann halt schon sein, dass es dann noch 2 Folgen dauert. Aber spätestens in 2 Folgen werden wir Kapitel 5 haben. Und dann gibt es 2 Kapitel, glaube ich, die relativ zügig gehen. Und auch erstmals einen neuen Ort präsentieren, den ihr aus dem Vorgänger noch nicht kennen könnt. Und dann geht es nochmal richtig zur Sache. Und Freunde der Sonne, glaubt mir, das wird noch richtig cool. In diesem Sinne, bis dahin. Danke fürs Zusehen. Tschüss.